is doing, it's amazing and it's phenomenal. But before I quickly read this,
1 minute.
yes, ma'am. Psalm 18 from verse 1. I love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. Amen. It's been an amazing journey since I came here. And I'll just quickly share what God is doing. She's doing so much, but two things. One was my work. If you guys remember, the first, after we went to Haile, the first week that we came back, Apostle didn't preach. All she did was just prophesy. And one of the prophecies was about work, that God is fighting for you. You have victory at work and they will be pleasant to you from now on. And in fact, I knew it was me. So when we finished, Sister Danai even said, that was you should have gone. I said, I know, but I've recorded it. And amazingly, I had a situation pending, but I didn't think it would escalate to that level. But then before I know myself, they called me for a disciplinary. Basically, they've lied throughout. Something that shouldn't have gotten to that stage did. And now I went to in fact, I asked for Apostle to pray for me. In fact, that day I was so confused. I said, how? And amazingly, what happened was there was about 6 of us involved in that situation, but it was just 2 of us that ended up in the disciplinary, which shouldn't be. All of us should have gone through it. So if a friend of mine was saying, how come it's just you? I said, God is in control. So I asked Apostle to pray for me when we came for prayers on Monday. And then I went for the disciplinary on Wednesday. And the lady said, look, I'll call you the evening and give you the verdict. I said, okay. She didn't call. And then come Friday that week, she's called and said she needed to pen down the letter and authorize it before sent. Up to now, I haven't heard from him. I just kept prophesying what Apostle prayed for us that day and kept declaring what God wanted, because I knew it shouldn't have gotten to that stage, but somehow the enemy wanted to use that to bring me down, because at that time I was going through so many things. And the second one too is my health. Since last year, in fact from the middle of last year till beginning of January, I couldn't walk down here, so I had to come with a cab every time. And for me, it's a bit expensive because there was no way I could, but I didn't want the enemy to stop me from coming here completely. So I said to myself, regardless of whatever, I'll be here. Even if it means forgoing certain things, I'll let go of that and be here. So I was coming through because I couldn't walk from even here to the door without panting. And whenever I go to the GP, they will tell me, you have oxygen in your blood, so you shouldn't be feeling this way. We don't know why. So they ended up sending me for a respiratory thing, which is still pending. I need to go for that. And a whole lot of examinations they did, but I was still not feeling better. And Apostle kept praying for me and everybody kept praying. So I got to a point, I said, I'm not even coming out for prayers anymore, because every week it's something else. And I just said, I'll depend on God. But the pain, I can't describe the pain. I'm heavy. So you can imagine it's like walking on nails and pins and needles with my weight every time. So the moment I stepped down, that's how it felt. And I stand to work as well. I cook for nursery kids. So I'm on my feet almost like 10 hours every day. So it was getting worse every time. It made walking and everything, then my breathing as well. So I was really worried. But last week when Apostle prayed, and I went to work the following day, if I didn't occur to me till the Thursday, then I realized I'm not in pain. So I started, it was like I was looking for the pain in my feet. And I said, yeah, I'm not in pain. Then I said, okay, I haven't been able to do shopping for myself properly for a while. So the Saturday, I walked from where I am all the way around the ring, which I haven't done for so long. Went down all the way to Asda and then walked. Normally I would have gone and come back with a car. but I walked all the way down and then come back to the house. And I was okay, and I said, wow. So yesterday when I came and she was sharing what had happened, I said, Father, you are faithful. And yesterday I said to her, I will share. She said, you need to share it. I said, okay, because sometimes I'm shy doing this. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And for some reason today, the enemy was coming to me, against me. I said, you are a liar. And to prove that I came the way I normally would have come every time. So I went for the train, dropped off, and then walked down. So I just thank God. He's doing a great work.
No more pain.